Okay, welcome to my channel. I have my friends waving at me. That was a beautiful way to start. And in front of me are some fruits. These fruits are not edible, so don't start thinking that they're yummy. What I want to say, this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. These fruits here, they have a superstition or a tradition here in Sweden. And they say that if you see this tree producing a lot of this kind of fruits, it means that the winter is going to be harsh. Okay, well, what are we doing here? What's happening here is that the season is changing. Winter is coming in. We are in a season called autumn. And what is basically happening, these leaves that are green here, they're turning into yellow, deep yellow, and others are getting disconnected. I was talking about these leaves being green, you can see them, and they are turning yellow and eventually dropping from the tree from yellow to orange, and then they drop deeply from the tree. And this is the autumn season. So what is happening is that all the leaves are going to leave the trees. And what I was also saying was that these fruits, if at all, the Swedish believe that if you see them a lot, then it will mean that there'll be plenty of snow. So this is really going to be a white winter, full of snow and everything. Well, the vlog about today is not about change of the season. You can see the beauty of it, different colors, yellow, yellow, red, I don't know what, all sorts of colors. This bjork, you can see it. The season is changing and we must accept it. You can see me in a jacket. Although it looks sunny and open, it cannot be that warm as you think. The cold season is beginning early in the morning. The past 2 days we have to scrap the vehicle to get them started, meaning that they are full of ice and snow. Well, the apple tree in my place is still full green. It has not yet started, but as you can see, it started turning the colors here, little dark, I don't know what to call it, brown, but the spirea has completely changed. It's all red. You can see the spirea has changed. It's completely red. The bjork across there is completely yellow. And as you watch towards the end of the Christmas trees, the other one is fully blown red with fruits ready for welcoming the snow. This period also is the right time to plant trees, so I grafted this particular one. I planted it. I hope it's going to manage next year. I've been watering it, and so far it's growing. And then on the Simba Gardens here, I also tried to make. I bought this. It's called the junipers. It's called the blue carpet. So I think the blue carpet, if at all, is going to look like what it looks in the picture. That will be very beautiful. So that one I've planted right now at the season. Sorry, I have rose flower, but the deers have been eating them so much, so I've been hiding it behind with the wheelbarrow so that the new birds, the new leaves are not eaten up. Otherwise the deer is just feeding on them, and I had to just protect them. Next time I'll put a decent net. Okay, what's the essence of this video for today? Things change, and among the things that we do change are the tires for the car. So these tires that you see, these are summer tires that have been on the car. And what's going to happen today is I have a free time before making my next travel, so I thought this was the most ideal time to change these tires. It's time to change them into winter tires. Okay, just to have us educated over this, want to know what is winter tire and what is summer tire. Now, the one on the ground there is a summer tire, and this one I've just put down is a winter tire. Now, the winter tire is marked with the writing ice and snow, and then they are characterized by the symbol of these stars and a triangular mark. Let me just get it right. This is the triangular mark with two inscriptions, M and S, that is mud and snow. So these are certified winter tires, and they're the best because they do not have the nulled grips, the metal, the studs, and those studs tend to really mess up the environment. They spoil the asphalt, and they also fly. Like I've had a small Scotty. I don't know whether it's visible on the screen. If you can see where my finger is, it's pretty minute, but it has been repaired twice by Volvo, by Reed's Bill Glass, and it's as a result of those studs flying off. So what's going to happen is we are going to make a quick change of the winter tires, and for those of you who are afraid of doing things, changing tires right now costs about 250 per tire, like about 500, say 2,000 for those of you who come from Kenya. Is about 20,000 to change just the tires, to swap them on. But this is something that you can be able to do on your own in one evening, as I am trying to do right now. What you need to do is you have to have the right tools. Okay, number one, my tires, I normally secure them with a safety lock. So you just have to get this you have to get this safety lock key. And then I had for myself a cross wheel spanner just to open the studs. I have a simple lift jack, which is, I got it from Biltema. It costs it lifts about 2,000, size 130 to 350 millimeters. So I think 2 tons is quite good. It can take the weight of this. And this plank of wood, I was just using it because you cannot trust a vehicle rolling. The steep is going downwards this way, and what I'm going to do is I've already changed. I started my film late. I'd already put the back one here. You can see it's marked with ice, mud and snow, and this went very well. So this is just the last bit. I thought of doing a demo out of it. Okay, what's going to happen in this demo? There's one particular bolt. This one, it's very different from the others. You can see it's plain, but the other ones have holes. So this one has the lock, so you just have to put it there and fit it in. Okay, and well, the car is still stable down. I'll sit on the tire and see if I can be able to open. This is a very bad thing. I don't know whether the camera can hold here or here. I always don't have anybody to help me hold the camera. But let me see what I can be able to do from here. Okay, let's assume that the camera is there, even if you don't see my face. What I'm going to do is I'll start by loosening the bolts while the car is still down. Okay, so that has loosened the lock nuts. Altogether I can take it out because it's a bit different from the others. Okay. Okay, I can take it out altogether. Okay, the rest of the bolts, they're sitting very tight, so it's not very possible to kind of like use the same position to loosen them. So I'll just get the right whatever, and if it's too hard for the hands, I can use both my legs. There you go. That needs extra strength. And then I take the next one, just crack it up. Wow. Somebody needs to feed on a lot of ugali to do this. Oh, that can break my back. So when it's too hard, extremely too hard, you can apply your entire weight on it. See if I weigh about 90 kilos. I weigh about 90 kilos. I think I can still do this. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. That was tight. That was super tight. And then that was bad. And then I get it. That's open. Oh, there we go. That went well. That went well. That went well. Okay, then once they're cranked open, the next thing that one needs to do is to get this jack. And there's very little space here, but I'll try and take you down to it. Okay, so if you can see, there is a specific hole here. There's a specific hole here. This is the lifting point. So all you have to do is to direct this point of the jack in exactly that hole. Sorry. I'll put it this way. There's nobody to hold for me the camera. So just turn it. And then right here there is a lock point where you just have to kind of like lock the air tight, so the thing becomes airtight, so the hydraulic doesn't go. So you start lifting, and before it touches, you have to make sure that it's on the right hole. It's not really exactly on the right hole, so what you'll do, you release the air a little bit, wait a bit, just a little bit, so it goes down, and I try to put it exactly on the hole. This time round I believe I got it. And then lock it completely. Yeah, and then you just jack it up. You can see the car is lifting up. Just double check. Yeah, it's on the right hole. Great, it's on the right hole. Then sorry, my torch was rolling away. That is not very good. Yeah, let me just... it's been tricky trying to look for a very specific angle in which I can be able to to film the last bit of the changing. I don't have anybody to hold the camera for me. I think that's going to be okay. That's going to be okay. So what I've done is I cracked them open. I got the hole. Then I got disrupted. Had to rush and see that horse which was there. It was quite a small kid riding it. Sorry for that. And then now I just have to lift the jack. Lift it up as much as possible. Oops. I have to lift it up at least above the ground a bit. Okay. I think I have some room under the ground, enough to do the job. So I'll tip up the jack. And sorry, I'm just tossing away there. I want to make sure that the bolts are kept pretty close. And then it's just to kind of like pull it off. I got this one off. So first, before bringing out the other one, I'd love to look at the condition of the brake. Inside it looks pretty good. The brake linings, they're in top condition. And perhaps I'll just grease there a little bit. Just a light lubrication. A light lubrication shall be able to do it some good justice. Great, great. That's good enough. And I'll bring in the winter tire. Now when you bring the winter tire, you have to see this side is written this side out, so it means this side out, and then the arrow of the rotation, should be moving like forward. And let me see if I can be able to find it. It should be somewhere here. Wow, how come I can't figure it out? Tubeless. Oh, here it is. Exactly. Here it is. This is the arrow of the rotation. It shows the wheel should rotate towards that angle. And as you put it, it's very important to align the holes together. The Volvo V90 is a very amazing vehicle. It's made such that it's so easy to align the wheel. You don't have to struggle. And all you need to do is lift it up. And then align the holes. So easy, just rotate it till you get it right straight. Then you can take one nut in and two. Make sure you put them two on the opposite side so that you hold it balanced as straight as possible, and you don't tighten it up. You do them in series. So that goes. Don't tighten, and you put the next one Don't tighten like that. Don't tighten until when it's holding, just to hold them in position as straight as possible. You did opposite diagonal, and now you go the exact opposite there at the diagonal. Don't tighten, don't tighten. And they should go as free as possible, you know, free rolling. In case the threads go crooked, you can be able to destroy the threads, and that won't be very good. So all you need to do is you do just a hand tightening so that you make sure it is as balanced as possible. Yeah, so easy, self-fitting. That's a Volvo V90. So easy to do. And then just for safety, I can bring in the safety lock. What happens? There are threads inside there, so this key goes and you lock it right into those, and then now you can toss it into the swing mode, and it goes on. It has another dimension. So that's it. So before you tighten everything, you make sure everything is quite straight and it's stable. You don't have to tighten everything. And then I can start with the lock nut. I can start with the lock nuts and see if I can give it some tightening. Okay, there we go. That's great. That's great. And from there I can lower the car. From there now I can lower the car. And it's not to lower it very fast. Take it as easy as possible so that it goes as smooth as possible. As smooth as possible. And as it's taking it smoothly, now you can be able to just start like tightening the bolt. Whoops. And whoops, whoops. And whoops, whoops. And whoops, whoops, whoops. And whoops, whoops. Okay, let's see. Now double tighten it. Oh, there we go. Opposites. Oh, opposite. There we go. Perfect. And you have to make sure you get all the old tires off range. And the next thing that ought to be taken out is the jack. Oops. Have to open it completely down. There it goes. All right, pull it. Okay, I have an automatic air jack which you just plug into the, what do you call it, the cigarette lighter, start the car, and it lifts the car within 1 second. But this I preserve for emergency use. It lifts the car very, very, very fast. Here it is. So I didn't use it this time around. Instead I used that conventional thing. And this is very important. Somebody shouldn't lose it, because it's the one that secures all the locks. And then I have to remove the timber. You see, it's now tight, it means that the car had attempted to roll a little bit. It's always good to take that kind of precaution. And don't mind about the messiness in my garage. So what I'm going to do is I'll take a little spin just to make sure that the wheels were aligned in a correct feel. I'll test it up to the acceptable speeds. Oh, the car had attempted to roll forward, so it was very worthy of using these pieces of wood. That kind of precaution is very important. These summer tires, we are not going to have them on until between April and March next year. And between April and March next year. And from the looks of things, they look a bit worn out. This has managed its season, so this cannot be able to do any other season. So I have to buy new summer tires. I have to buy completely new summer tires. Thank you for joining me in that interesting video. I could have gone much longer, but I have a continuation of it going on. Immediately after I've tested the Volvo, I'll embark on the Audi immediately. And the Audi is going to have a bit more different kind of tires. I got some Enzos, they're from Kumor, and these are pretty good. These are pretty good one, but they have the metal studs, so this holds the snow even a lot better. So when I finish testing the Audi, I mean the Volvo, I'll embark on the Audi as well. So these are the tires. I have a lot of this work. The Kia is still in the garage. You can see this is for the Kia also, and I also have for the Mercedes, which is also the one we are fixing the whatever it yesterday, the steering thing. So I've got a lot of tire changing. So if at all I was to do this in a garage, and each tire at 500, each car would be 2,000, and then all the 4 cars would be costing me about 8,000. That's a lot of money. In Kenya shillings, it comes to about 80 to 90,000 shillings. So this is the kind of job I've done, I'm doing right now, and you can see how much I'm saving. So what I'll do is I'll go and test if this car is stable and good. If I've done a good job, I'll know it right away. I don't know, I can't find the keys, but I believe they should be somewhere in the car. So let's kick it off and see. The key should be somewhere. All right.
Hey, I'm John Bon Jovi on Mix Megapol.
All right. Got everything in place. I got everything in place. I'll take out the dirty gloves. And okay, the boot is warning me that it's not yet closed, so I have to do it. This is beautiful. Okay, so I'll have this tested just check out how good this is going to be. Thank you for hanging on with me into this video. This is just about lifestyle and the things that we do in day-to-day life. One of this is a very prime and an important thing to do, changing of the tires due to the changed season. And I've just changed winter tires. I've just changed winter tires, and I want to have a feel of what they are like. So far it feels very smooth. What I'm doing is I'm leaving the steering to go on its own. Then I see if the car has a balance. The air pressure, they seem to be very perfect. The balance seems to be perfect. And yeah, this is beautiful. You can see the color of the season, how it's changing. You got all sorts of colors in the bushes. It's so beautiful. This is the fall, this is the autumn. It's such a very beautiful season. I love it, and I really love it. So I'll give it a basic test. What normally happens is having changed the tires, it is very important to it's very important to retighten the bolts after a short ride. Like now I'm going to take a little lap, and as soon as I'm done with this lap and driven back home, I should be able to tighten the bolts, and this will give you guarantee. I mean, it's quite a precautious procedure to take. And yeah, now let me know from where you're watching how you handle your car service, and this is do-it-yourself process whereby you save a lot from doing it in the garage, but you have to really know what you're doing. You just don't go opening a car if you don't know what you're doing. So you have to have a real technical know-how of what you're doing, and you have to have the right tools. You have to think about safety. A car is not a joke. It weighs about up to 2 tons, and if 2 tons falls on you, that cannot be good news. So one has to be very precautious. You have to really understand the exact kind of car that you're working on, how it functions, and yeah, very important. Yeah, let me know where you're watching from. I've got also good news. I think we are growing the family of my YouTube channel. We've come to 44, and I thank the 2 people who joined us, and I hope that you're going to get entertained and educated by our day-to-day life. For I believe that one has to live a life of enjoyment and of growth and of economy each and every day. I try to do things in the very normal way. So join me in this, and let me know how you handle your auto service back in your country, or how you do it at home, and how whether you guys change winter tires and summer tires and all that. Yeah, just let me know. Let's have fun. Let's share comments, and please subscribe, and get a friend of a friend of a friend of another friend to also subscribe, so that we become a big family. Yeah, and remember to also join me in my travels. I was supposed to be in Harbour, but I didn't quite make it. 2 days I've missed the trip. Yesterday I was working on the Mercedes, the steering, and I didn't film it also because I was really pushed up. Had to run to town to get some spare parts, and then today I'm changing the tires of these other cars. A lot happens. I mean, it's a busy life, but yeah, it's part of life. I'm never complaining. I'm happy because I have things to do. And thank you for joining me in this video. I won't be able to film the process of changing the Audi tires. You already seen from the example that I did on the Volvo, and it will happen the same on the Audi. And next week, I mean in 2 weeks time, when I come back from the journey, I'll be able to change also the Mercedes and the Kia. So yeah, this is me, Boya's Travel, Boya's Pilgrim, and I'm having fun doing my homework. And just join me and let me know what you think and where you're watching from. Peace out.